Since man's appearance on the face of the earth, he has defied geography in an effort to shorten distances, enable integration and trade, and all in all, blaze long-lasting trails for the future. The history of mankind teaches us that man's sole limit is at the level of his own hopes. The Bioceanico-Aconcagua Corridor, an integrating solution for trade between South America and the world. It is not by chance that great civilizations and the most developed nations have flourished by river, sea, and ocean shores. In the ancient world and until the 15th century, the Mediterranean Sea was the nerve center of international trade. With the discovery of America, the focus of economic and trade development shifted to the Atlantic Ocean. Now, globalization imposes a new framework for economic and trade relations, and the 21st century creates huge and undeniable development prospects for the Pacific Basin. The basin is adjacent to the biggest continent in the world and the most populated region on Earth. 4 of the largest economies, 3 of the most dynamic ones, and some medium-sized economies with huge growth potential are located in that region. As the Mediterranean was the sea of the past and the Atlantic that of the 20th century, in this century, global economy will have its epicenter in the Pacific Basin. By the late 13th century, Marco Polo pioneered the development of European trade with the Far East, opening the Silk Road. Later, Vasco da Gama would explore less expensive and safer sea routes to Eastern Asia. Similarly, since the discovery of America, the quest for an interoceanic route that would enable direct trade between the Atlantic and the Pacific Oceans resulted in the discovery of the Strait of Magellan. 4 centuries later, the need to shorten distances to foster trade development led man to undertake infrastructure works that defied the imagination of the time. The Suez Canal, envisioned by Ferdinand de Lesseps and opened in 1869, was a significant step for the route to the Orient and led to a major change in the international trade map. That same year, the United States opened the Transcontinental Railroad, a solution that proved essential for this country to consolidate its position as a commercial power. In South America, the Central Trans-Andean Railway joining Argentina and Chile across the Andes was opened in the year 1910. This was a private initiative, completely ahead of its time, presented during the Sarmiento and Errázuriz Zañartu administrations, so as to promote the union of the Americas for the common good. In 1914, man once again proved that inventiveness and boldness are the basis for development. The massive construction of the Panama Canal reflected the importance of this type of infrastructure works for global integration and growth.